We're here in Victoria as we're about to begin Game 1 between the Victoria Generals and the visiting Texarkana Twins. This is a fifth game of a six-game homestand here for the Victoria Generals. On the mound tonight for your Victoria Generals is going to be the lefty Alex Knoll. So Alex Knoll getting his first start of the season for the Generals, and we're about ready to begin here at Riverside Stadium. Lineup tonight for your Victoria Generals: Michael Morissette at first, Parker Osborne at second, Giancarlo Servin at short, Marshall Skinner at third, Thomas Jeffries in left, Michael Williams in center, and Chase Evans in right. First batter up here for the Twins is going to be Jalen Keys, as the first pitch of the game is going to be fouled back for strike one. Generals coming off a sweep the last two nights over the Brazos Valley Bombers. 0-1 count here to Jalen Keys. Pitch on the way from Knoll. It's going to miss the outside corner for ball one. So 1-1 count here to Jalen Keys. Pitch from Knoll is going to be high and away. Check swing. We're going to say Keys did not go. And the count moves to 2-1. 2-1 pitch coming on the way is going to be swung on and missed by Keys, and the count's going to even up at 2. Avery George will be the batter on deck for the Twins. 2-2 pitch on the way from Knoll is going to be hit into center field. Center fielder Michael Williams is going to run under this one for the first out of the game. So once again, your lineup tonight for your Victoria Generals: catcher Brady Disher, first baseman will be Michael Morissette, second base Parker Osborne, short Giancarlo Servin, third base Marshall Skinner, left field Thomas Jeffries, center field Michael Williams, right field Chase Evans. First pitch on the way to Avery George is going to be right down the middle for strike one. 0-1 count here to George. Pitch from Knoll off speed. It's going to miss outside to even it up at 1. One pitch coming on the way. Off speed. It's going to be in there for strike 2. Count sits at 1-2. Dylan Ditzenberger, the batter, on deck for the Texarkana Twins. 1-2 pitch on the way from Knoll is going to be hit up the middle, and it's going to get past the glove of the shortstop Giancarlo Servin and into center field for a base hit. So a base hit by Avery George has the Twins with a runner on first base, one out here in the top of the first inning. Next batter up is going to be Dylan Ditzenberger for the Texarkana Twins. First pitch on the way is not going to happen. Knoll throws over to first. Dylan Ditzenberger hitting .362 on the year for the Texarkana Twins. Hunter Sutherland stands on deck. First pitch on the way is going to be popped over to the right side. It's going to go off the glove of the first baseman Michael Morissette, but he's going to get a handle on it and step on the bag for out number 2. So Morissette steps on the bag, gets Ditzenberger out at first, and with 2 outs here at the top of the first inning, the Twins with a runner on second base. The next batter up will be Hunter Sutherland. First pitch on the way to Sutherland is going to be popped up and fouled back for strike 1. Game 1 of a 2-game series here between the Generals and the Twins. Once again, the Generals coming off 2 victories over the Brazos Valley Bombers. 0-1 pitch on the way from Knoll. It's going to be bouncing down and away for ball 1. Count sits at 1-1 here to Hunter Sutherland. Cam Hill will be the batter on deck for the Twins. Pitch on the way from Knoll. Will miss high and away for ball 2. So a 2-1 count here to Hunter Sutherland. Two-one pitch on the way is going to be swung on and missed, and the count will move to 2-2. So a 2-2 count here to Sutherland. Once again, the Twins with a runner on second base. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Two-two pitch on the way is going to be down and away. Is going to get past the catcher Brady Disher for a wild pitch, and just like that, the Twins move the runner over to third. So the Texarkana Twins now with the runner on third base, 2 outs here in the top of the first inning, a 3-2 count to Hunter Sutherland. Three-two pitch coming on the way is going to miss inside for ball 4. And Hunter Sutherland is going to be on first with the walk. So 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Twins with runners on first and third. And the batter up for the Twins is going to be Cam Hill. First pitch on the way to Hill. It's going to be swung on and missed for strike 1. Cam Hill hitting .386 on the year for the Twins. Tanner Sparks stands in the on-deck circle. 0-1 pitch coming on the way is going to be check swung. And he's going to go around, and the count will move to 0-2. So the count sits 0-2 here. Pitch is going to be on the way. It's going to be swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's going to be a strikeout for Alex Knoll. And we head to the bottom half of the first. Twins get a hit in the top half, but no runs across the board. And we're all knotted up 0-0. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the first inning. Generals and Twins all knotted up 0-0. Leading off here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the designated hitter Dominic Cox. On the mound tonight for the Twins is going to be Brendan Dunkelberger. As the first pitch of the game, Cox is going to be in there for strike one. Cox pulling up like he wants to bunt here, trying to get early base runners for the Generals. 0-1 pitch from Dunkelberger is going to be in there for strike two. Count quickly sits at 0-2 here to the designated hitter, Dominic Cox. Thomas Jeffries in the on-deck circle. 0-2 pitch on the way to Cox is going to miss outside to move the count to 1-2. 1-2 count coming on the way from Dunkelberger. It's going to be swung on and missed for strike three, and Dominic Cox is going to go down swinging. So Dominic Cox strikes out swinging for the first out of the inning. And the next batter up here is going to be the first baseman, Thomas Jeffries. First pitch on the way from Jeffries is going to be right down the middle from Dunkelberger for strike one. Thomas Jeffries hitting .360 on the year for the Generals, as the second pitch to Jeffries is going to miss inside to even the count up 1-1. Batter on deck will be Chase Evans. 1-1 pitch on the way from Jeffries. He's going to be bouncing in the dirt to make the count 2-1. Two-one pitch on the way is going to be hit over right to the second baseman Keys. Throw over to first for the second out of the inning. So Thomas Jeffries grounds out to the second baseman Jalen Keys. And the next batter up here with 2 outs in the bottom of the first inning is going to be Chase Evans, the right fielder. First pitch on the way to Evans. He's going to miss high and away for ball one. Chase Evans hitting .286 on the year for the Generals. As the 1-0 be on the way, it's going to be hit right up the middle. And it's going to be in there for a base hit for Chase Evans. So center fielder Michael Williams. First pitch on the way to Williams is going to miss outside for ball one. Michael Williams hitting .377 on the season for the Victoria Generals. He has a runner on first in Chase Evans. Evans is going to take off for second here. Huge jump there by Chase Evans and an easy stolen bag for the right fielder. So an easy stolen base for Chase Evans, has a runner on second base, and a 2-0 count here to Williams. Two-0 pitch on the way to Mike Williams is going to miss outside to move the count to 3-0. Once again, Marshall Skinner, the batter, on deck. Count sits at 3-0 here to Mike Williams. Pitch on the way is going to be right down the middle for strike one. So a 3-1 count to Williams. Three-one pitch on the way from Dunkelberger is going to miss outside for ball four, and Michael Williams is going to draw the walk here in the bottom of the first. So Michael Williams draws the walk on the hard-fought at-bat, and the next batter up here with 2 outs and a runner on first and second is going to be Marshall Skinner. Bottom of the first inning here in Victoria, 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Marshall Skinner. First pitch on the way from Dunkelberger is going to be grounded right over the second baseman Keys. And 1 pitch, 1 out here in Victoria. So we're going to head to the second inning. No score between these two teams. The score sits at 0-0. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the second inning. Generals and Twins all knotted up 0-0. Each team getting 1 hit apiece in the first inning. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Tanner Sparks. As the first pitch on the way from Knoll is going to be popped up over to the left side. And the left fielder Jeffries is going to run under this one for out number 1. So 1 pitch, 1 out here on the top of the second inning as Sparks flies out to left. Next batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be number 24, Caleb Lazzini. One out in the top of the second inning. Pitch on the way from Knoll. It's going to be right down the middle for strike 1. Oh, 0-1 count here to Caleb Lazzini. Pitch on the way from Knoll, off speed pitch is going to miss down and away. And the count will go even at 1-1. One pitch coming on the way. Will miss outside for ball 2. 6th batter of the game that Alex Knoll has faced for the Generals. 2-1 pitch coming on the way. It's going to be in there for strike 2. Lazzini jumping out of the way of that one. But the umpire saying it just got inside there for strike 2. And the count sits at 2-2 here to Lazzini. Pitch on the way. Will be down and away for ball 3. It will be a full 3-2 count here to Caleb Lazzini of the Texarkana Twins. Nobody on base, 1 out here in the top of the second. 3-2 pitch on the way is going to be swung on and belted over into right field. And it's going to be dropping down for a base hit for Caleb Lazzini. So Caleb Lazzini is on first with a base hit. And with 1 out here in the top of the second, next batter up for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Nigel Smith. First pitch on the way to Nigel Smith is going to be blooped up over to the right side. And the second baseman, Parker Osborne, is going to run over. Make a nice catch over there for out number 2. So Nigel Smith swinging at the first pitch and popping up to the second baseman, Parker Osborne. And the next batter up with 2 outs in the top of the second inning is going to be Jake Gray. Runner on first base, 2 outs here in the top of the second inning. First pitch on the way to Gray will be outside for ball 1. So a 1-0 count here to Jake Gray. One-0 pitch coming on the way from Cano will miss outside for ball 2. Two 2-0 count here to Jake Gray. Runner on first base. 2-0 pitch on the way to Gray is going to be popped up over to the right side. First baseman Michael Morissette is going to run under that one for out number 3. And another quick inning here. I should say top half inning here in Victoria. And that'll be 3 outs. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. Generals and Twins all knotted up 0-0. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the second inning. Generals and Twins all knotted up 0-0. In the field tonight for the Texarkana Twins, first base is going to be Nigel Smith. Second base is going to be Jalen Keys. Shortstop is going to be Dylan Ditzenberger. Third base is going to be Caleb Lazzini. Left field will be Hunter Sutherland. Center field will be Cam Hill. And right field is going to be Jake Gray. As the first pitch to Michael Morissette, the batter up for your Victoria Generals is going to be fouled back for strike 1. So once again, Michael Morissette, the batter up for the Generals. Pitch on the way to Morissette is going to be swung on and missed, and the count's going to move to 0-2. Brendan Dunkelberger, the pitcher for the Twins tonight here at Riverside Stadium. Jake Gray catching as the 0-2 pitch is going to be down and away, missing to make the count 1-2. Giancarlo serving in the on-deck circle for the Generals. 1-2 pitch on the way to Morissette is going to be popped up over the left side for a base hit, getting into that gap and going over the shortstop. Ditzenberger's head for a base hit. So Michael Morissette is on with the single here in the bottom of the second inning, and the next batter up for the Victoria Generals is going to be Giancarlo Servin. So Giancarlo's serving the batter. Michael Morris set on first base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch on the way to Servin. Will be right down the middle for strike one. So a 0-1 count here to Servin. Hitting 250 on the year for the Victoria Generals. Brady Disher in the on-deck circle. Dunkelberger throws over to first in the pickoff attempt. Oh, 0-1 count to Servin. Pitch on the way from Dunkelberger will be high and away, missing to even the count up at 1-1. This is game one of a two-game series between the Victoria Generals and the Texarkana Twins. Game two will be tomorrow night here at Riverside Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:05 p.m. Count sits at 1-1 to Servin. Pitch on the way. There goes the runner to second, and they're just going to throw over to first to get Servin out. Morissette took off like he was going to steal there. Servin grounds out to the shortstop Ditzenberger, and that'll be the first out of the inning. So after the ground out by Servin with a runner on second base, one out here in the bottom of the second inning, Brady Disher is going to be the batter up for your Generals, as the first pitch from Disher is going to be popped up out to the left fielder, Sutherland, for the second out of the inning. So Brady Disher flies out to left, and with two outs here in the bottom of the second inning, the next batter up for the Generals is going to be the second baseman Parker Osborne. Michael Morissette on second. First pitch on the way to Osborne is going to miss outside for ball one. Parker Osborne hitting .268 on the year for the Victoria Generals and his college teammate Dominic Cox in the on-deck circle. Both playing at Rice University in Houston. 1-0 pitch coming on the way to Osborne as we bouncing down in the way, missing for ball two. Two-0 count here to Parker Osborne. Pitch on the way is going to be right down the middle for strike one. Eighth batter of the game that the pitcher Dunkelberger has faced tonight. Two-one pitch coming on the way to Osborne. Pitch on the way is going to be right in there for strike two. The count will sit even at 2-2 here to Parker Osborne. Runner on second base is Michael Morissette. 2-2 pitch coming on the way from Dunkelberger. It's going to be in there for strike three, and Parker Osborne is going to strike out looking for the third out of the inning. So we'll head to the third. Generals and Twins still all knotted up 0-0. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the third inning. Twins and Generals all knotted up 0-0. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins. We go back to the top of the order. The batter will be Jalen Keys. Alex Cano remains on the mound for the Generals as the first pitch from Cano is going to be fouled back for strike one. Jalen Keys tonight 0 for 1. No hits here. And on deck will be Avery George. 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Cano is going to be fouled back into the netting to make the count 0-2. So the count sits at 0-2 here to Keys. Cano with the quick timeout on the mound. 0-2 pitch coming on the way. Pitch from Cano, off speed pitch is going to miss high and away. And the count will move to 1-2. Once again, Avery George, the batter on deck for the Twins. As the 1-2 pitch is going to be inside, almost hitting Keys. With that reflex, Keys jumping out of the way. Very close inside pitch there. And the count will move to 2-2. Pitch on the way from Cano is going to be hit up the middle to Michael Williams, and Williams is going to make the grab down by his knees for out number 1. So Jalen Keys flies out to center field with 1 out here in the top of the third inning. The next batter up for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Avery George. First pitch on the way to George, off speed pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. Dylan Ditzenberger, the batter on deck for the Twins. 0-1 pitch coming on the way to George is going to be fouled back to make the count 0-2. Avery George tonight 1 for 1 with a hit in his first at-bat for the Twins. As the 0-2 pitch from Cano looks like it slipped out of his hands. Bounced way in front of the catcher Brady Disher to make the count 1-2. Count sits at 1-2 here to pitch from Cano is going to be high and away. They're going to say on the check swing that Avery George did not go around. And the count will even up to 2-2. Count sits even at 2-2 here to George. Pitch on the way from Cano is going to be hit over. Nice catch over there at first by the first baseman, Michael Morissette, for the second out of the inning. Looked like for a second that ball might have carried over his head. Once again, Morissette standing at 6 feet 6 inches tall, making the catch for out number 2. Next batter up with 2 outs is going to be Dylan Ditzenberger for the Twins. As the first pitch is going to be in there for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch on the way is going to be on the way in there for strike 2, and the count quickly moves to 0-2 here to Dylan Ditzenberger. The 0-2 pitch coming on the way from Cano is just going to hit that outside corner. Just missing for ball 1. 1-2 pitch coming on the way to Ditzenberger is going to be fouled back once again. Batter on deck for the Twins is going to be Hunter Sutherland. One-two count here to Ditzenberger. Pitch on the way is going to be fouled back once again. Dylan Ditzenberger making it tough for the pitcher Alex Cano. 11th batter of the game that Cano has faced. 1-2 pitch on the way to Ditzenberger. Off-speed pitch is going to be right down the middle. And Ditzenberger is going to be struck out looking for out number 3. So we head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Generals and Twins all knotted up at 0-0. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the third inning. Generals and Twins remain knotted up 0-0. First batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the designated hitter, Dominic Cox. First pitch on the way to Cox is going to be in there for strike one. Oh, 1 count here to Dominic Cox. Thomas Jeffries on deck. Pitch on the way from Dunkelberger is going to miss outside. And the count will even up at 1-1. 1-1 count to Dominic Cox is going to miss down and away for ball 2. Dominic Cox tonight 0 for 1 with a strikeout in his first at-bat. 2-1 pitch on the way to Dominic Cox will miss outside for ball 3, and the count sits at 3-1. Count sits at 3-1 here to Dominic Cox. Once again, Thomas Jeffries on deck. 3-1 pitch on the way will miss outside from Dunkelberger. And Dominic Cox will be on first base with a walk. So after Dominic Cox draws the walk, the next batter up here for the Victoria Generals will be the left fielder, Thomas Jeffries. Jeffries typically playing at first base, but tonight playing in left field as Michael Morissette is on first for your Generals. First pitch on the way to Jeffries is going to be swung on and belted right up the middle to Dunkelberger. He's going to throw over to first for out number 1. So Jeffries grounds out to the pitcher, Dunkelberger. Dominic Cox moves over to second base. And with a runner on second, 1 out here in the bottom of the third, the next batter up is going to be Chase Evans, the right fielder. Michael Williams, the center fielder, stands on deck. First pitch on the way to Chase Evans. It's going to be in there for ball 1, and Dominic Cox is going to steal over to third base. And no throw by the catcher, Gray. And just like that, 1-0 count here to Evans with a runner on third. 1-0 pitch coming on the way. That one's going to be right down the middle for strike 1. The count will sit at 1-1. Here to the right fielder, Chase Evans. 1-1 pitch on is going to be popped up over to the left side, but foul. And the count will move to 1-2. So a 1-2 count here to Chase Evans. Runner on third base, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Pitch on the way to Evans is going to be down and away, missing to even the count up at 2-2. Once again, Michael Williams, the batter, on deck for your Victoria Generals. Two pitch on the way to Evans from Dunkelberger will miss outside for ball 3, and the count sits at 3-2. So a 3-2 count here to Chase Evans. Runner on third base, 1 out. 3-2 pitch on the way is going to be hit over to the right side by Evans, but it's going to go foul over that foul line, and Evans will remain alive. So a 3-2 count here to Evans. Michael Williams on deck. 3-2 pitch on the way to Evans is going to be way outside, and that'll be ball 4, and Chase Evans is going to move down to first with a walk. So after Chase Evans draws the walk, runners will be on first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning, and Michael Williams, the center fielder, is going to step in for your Generals. So Michael Williams walked his first at-bat. Marshall Skinner stands in the on-deck circle. First pitch on the way to Williams. It's going to be right down the middle for strike 1. Once again, Michael Williams among the top Generals in batting average this season, currently hitting .377 as it stands. He has runners on first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the third inning, as a pitch from Dunkelberger will miss outside to even things up at 1. Chase Evans, the runner on first. Dominic Cox, the runner on third. One pitch coming on the way to Williams. It's going to be bunted, but it's going to be fouled off the plate for strike 2. Looks like Williams' intentions there were to get the bunt down so Cox could run home for the first run. But the ball bounced off the plate, and the count will sit at 1-2. One-two pitch coming on the way to Williams. It's going to be hit over the right side, fouled over by the Twins dugout. And Michael Williams making it tough here for the pitcher, Brendan Dunkelberger. Once again, Marshall Skinner, the batter, and the on-deck circle for the Generals. 1-2 count here to Michael Williams. Pitch on the way. It's going to be swung on and missed by Mike. And that's going to be strike number 3 and out 2 here in the bottom of the third inning. So Michael Williams strikes out swinging. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning, runners on first and third for your Victoria Generals. Marshall Skinner is going to be the batter up. First pitch on the way. Evans is going to take off for second. The throw down. Evans is going to get there. And Dominic Cox is going to come home. Close play at the plate, and Cox is going to be safe. And the Generals are going to get a run here in the bottom half of the third inning. So Chase Evans steals over to second base. The throw by Gray to second wasn't in time. The throw back home to try and get Dominic Cox out at the plate wasn't in time. And the Generals now lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the third. 0-1 count here to Marshall Skinner. Pitch on the way. Evans is going to take off for third, but Skinner's going to pop this one up. And this looks to be out number 3 as the center fielder, Hill, runs under it. But the Generals get a run here in the bottom half of the third and hold a 1-0 lead over the Texarkana Twins. We're going to step aside. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the 4th inning. Generals holding a 1-0 lead over the Texarkana Twins after scoring a run in the bottom half of the third. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Hunter Sutherland. First pitch on the way to Sutherland from Knoll will be inside for ball 1. Alex Knoll tonight, 3 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, 1 walk, and 2 strikeouts. As the 1-0 pitch on the way to Sutherland will be swung on and missed. Looked like it was actually foul tipped back into the glove of Disher, and the count sits at 1-1. 1-1 pitch coming on the way. Off-speed pitch is going to be hit over to the right side, and the right fielder Chase Evans is going to run under it for out number 1. So Sutherland flies out to right field, and with 1 out here, the top of the 4th inning, the next batter up for the Twins is going to be Cam Hill. First pitch on the way from Knoll. Hill looking to bunt here, but they're going to say pulled back just in time for ball 1. Strikeout was the only at-bat that Cam Hill has had so far. As the 1-0 pitch is going to miss outside to make the count 2-0. Pitch coming on the way. Hill looking to bunt once again. Going to pull back just in time once again, and the count moves to 3-0. Tanner Sparks in the on-deck circle as the 3-0 pitch from Knoll is going to get past the catcher Brady Disher, and a 4-pitch walk here for Cam Hill. So Cam Hill will be the runner on first base for the Texarkana Twins. And the next batter up is going to be Tanner Sparks. 1 out in the top of the 4th inning. Generals leading the Twins 1-0. Runner on first base. First pitch on the way from Knoll will miss outside for ball 1. One 1-0 count here to Tanner Sparks. No hits in the game so far for Sparks. Batter on deck will be Caleb Lazzini. So 1-0 pitch coming on the way from Cano. Off speed's going to miss outside. And the count moves to 2-0. Quick timeout here by the catcher Brady Disher, going out to try figure something out with his pitcher Alec Cano. Once again, the Generals sweeping the Brazos Valley Bombers last night with the victory. And they begin the 2-game homestand here with the Texarkana Twins. This will be the 5th of 6 straight home games that the Generals have had. 2-0 pitch coming on the way from Cano. Big swing and a miss there by Sparks. As he goes down to one knee on the swing. And the count goes to 1-2. Count sits at 1-2. Pitch on the way. There goes the runner to second. Disher's not even going to throw down. And it's going to be a stolen base for Cam Hill. So the Twins trying to cook. Cam Hill with the big swing and a miss once again, and the count goes to 3-2. So once again, Cam Hill with the stolen base moves over to second. 1 out here in the top of the 4th. 3-2 pitch coming on the way to Sparks. And Cano is actually going to step off. Hill looking to steal over to third base, trying to get the Twins a runner in scoring position. Big leadoff, 3-2 pitch on the way. Is going to be popped up over to the right side. Set's going to run towards it, but it's just going to clear that fence over there on the right side. 3-2 here to Cam Hill. Or excuse me, Tanner Sparks. 3-2 count to Tanner Sparks. Cam Hill the runner on second. 3-2 pitch on the way from Cano is going to bounce down and away. Missing with the off-speed pitch. And 2 walks here to start the top of the 4th. Has the Twins with runners on first and second. Looks like we're going to have a quick mound visit between head coach Michael Oros and the starting pitcher Alex Cano. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be right back in about 30 seconds. Once again, Twins with runners on first and second. 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning. Top of the 4th inning, Twins with runners on first and second, 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th, Caleb Lazzini will be the next batter up for the Twins. First pitch on the way is not going to happen. Cano once again steps off. As Cam Hill really getting a big lead over there on second, looking like he wants to steal. First pitch on the way from Cano is going to be bouncing down and away for ball 1. Nice dig there by the catcher Brady Disher. Caleb Lazzini 1 for 1 tonight for the Twins with a base hit. His team trailing 1-0 here at Riverside Stadium. One pitch coming, or excuse me, 1-0 pitch coming on the way. It's going to be right down the middle, and now the count will go to 1-1. 1-1 pitch coming on the way from Alex Cano to Caleb Lazzini. 1-1 will be in there for strike two. And the count now at 1-2. Batter on deck for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Nigel Smith. The 1-2 pitch on the way. It's going to be swung on and missed for strike three, and another strikeout for the lefty Alex Canole. Third strikeout of the game for Alex Canole. And with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning, runners on first and second. The batter up for the Twins is going to be Nigel Smith. First pitch on the way to Smith is going to be popped up over into foul territory for strike one. No hits tonight in the game for Nigel Smith, as he has runners on first and second. The 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Canole to Smith. It's going to be hit up the middle to the second baseman, Parker Osborne. Easy throw over to first for the third out of the inning. So the Twins leave runners on first and second. And we go to the bottom half of the inning. Generals holding a 1-0 lead. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Generals holding a 1-0 lead over the Texarkana Twins. Leading off here for the Victoria Generals is going to be the first baseman, Michael Morissette. So Morissette, the batter. Brendan Dunkelberger still on the mound for the Twins, as the first pitch from Dunkelberger will miss outside for ball one. Brendan Dunkelberger tonight, 3 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, 1 run, 3 balls and 3 strikes. As the 1-0 pitch to Morissette will be in there for strike one. 1-1 count here to Morissette. That one's going to be inside, and the count moves to 2-1. Michael Morissette tonight, 1 for 1 for the Generals with a base hit. And a 2-1 pitch coming on the way. That one will miss outside, and the count quickly to 3-1. Giancarlo serving the batter on deck for the Generals. 3-1 pitch to Morissette is going to be fouled off over to the left side to make the count 3-2. So 3-2 count here to the first baseman, Michael Morissette. First 3-2 pitch on the way from Dunkelberger is going to miss inside for ball 4. And Michael Morissette is going to be down to first with the walk. So after the walk by Morissette with a runner on first, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. The next batter up is going to be Giancarlo Servin. First pitch coming on the way to Servin. It's going to be swung on, popped up in the infield. And it looks like the first baseman, Smith, is going to run under it easily for out number one. So the first pitch of the at-bat, Giancarlo Servin pops up to the first baseman, Nigel Smith. Next batter up is going to be the catcher, Brady Disher. Here with a runner on first base, one out. First pitch coming on the way to Disher. It's going to be popped up over the left side, foul for strike one. No hits in the game so far for Brady Disher as he sits at 0-1. Parker Osborne, the batter, on deck for the Generals. 0-1 pitch coming on the way to Disher. Good eye there by Disher, bouncing down in the way to make the count 1-1. So the count sits at 1-1 here to Disher. Michael Morissette, the runner, on first. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. 1-1 pitch coming on the way to Disher is going to miss outside. And the count will improve to 2-1. Two-one pitch coming on the way. That one will be down and away, and the count will move to 3-1 here to Disher. Three-one count to Brady Disher. Pitch on the way from Dunkelberger is going to be in there for strike two. And the count now at 3-2. 3-2 pitch to Disher is going to be popped over to the right side, but it's going to go foul over the foul line. Disher remaining alive here on the pitcher, Brendan Dunkelberger. Three-two count to Disher. Runner on first base, one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch on the way to Disher, and Disher's going to send this one into center field. It's going to go all the way back, clear to the warning track. Cam Hill making the over-the-shoulder catch for out number two. So Disher flies out to center field. And with two outs here and a runner on first, the next batter up for the Generals is going to be the second baseman, Parker Osborne. First pitch coming on the way to Osborne is going to be popped out to the center fielder, Cam Hill, and Hill is going to enter this one for out number three. So we're going to head to the fifth inning. Generals and Twins. Generals with a 1-0 lead. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the fifth inning. Generals holding a 1-0 lead over the Twins. First pitch on the way to the catcher, Jake Gray. It's going to be in there for strike one. 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Knoll to Gray. He's going to miss outside to even the count up. 1-1 pitch coming on the way from Knoll. Big swing and a miss by Gray. And the count moves to 1-2. No hits in the game so far for Gray. As that 1-2 is going to be high and away, missing to even things up at 2-2. Back to the top of the order, Jalen Keys stands on deck. 2-2 pitch from Knoll off speed will miss outside to make the count 3-2. 3-2 count here to Gray. Big swing and a miss for strike three. And another strikeout here for Alex Knoll, his fourth of the game. So Jake Gray goes down swinging. And the next batter up for the Texarkana Twins. Back to the top of the order will be Jalen Keys. First pitch on the way to Keys. Big swing and a miss for strike one. No hits so far in the game for Jalen Keys, sitting at 0-2. The 0-1 pitch will be outside to even things up at 1-1. 4 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 hits given up so far by Alex Knoll. As the 1-2 is going to be belted into left field for a base hit for Jalen Keys. So Jalen Keys on with a single here in the top of the fifth. And with a runner on first base, 1 out. The next batter up for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Avery George. First pitch, the throw over to first. Keys is going to take off for second, and he's going to be thrown out at second. Nice heads-up play there by the pitcher. Alex Knoll throwing over to first. And Keys took off for second. Morissette makes the throw over to second to Parker Osborne for the tag. Just like that, 2 outs here in the top of the fifth. First pitch of the at-bat to Avery George is going to miss high and away for ball 1. So a 1-0 count here to George. That one's going to be in there for strike 1, and the count sits even at 1-1. Dylan Ditzenberger will be the batter on deck as the 1-1 off speed's going to miss outside to make the count 2-1. 2-1 pitch coming on the way, fouled back into the netting to make the count 2-2. 1 for 2 tonight in the game is Avery George with a hit. As a 2-2 pitch to George is going to miss inside. And they're going to say it actually was in there for strike 3. My fault. I thought George was dodging the ball. But instead he was just upset that that one went through. And that'll be another strikeout for Alex Knoll. His 6th of the game. And we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Generals with a 1-0 lead over the Twins. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Generals holding a 1-0 lead over the Twins. First batter up here for the Generals is going to be the designated hitter, Dominic Cox, as the first pitch is going to be in there for strike one. Count quickly sits at 0-1. 0-1 pitch coming on the way to Cox is going to miss outside. Things will even up at 1-1. One strikeout and one walk tonight for the designated hitter, Dominic Cox. Thomas Jeffries on deck. Cox will pop this one up over to the right side into the parking lot for strike two. A foul ball tonight here at Riverside Stadium. Hit the top end of a vehicle and actually cracked some glass. So we hope things get figured out there for that vehicle as that one moves outside. Even in the count up at 2-2. So a 2-2 count here to the designated hitter, Dominic Cox. Pitch on the way from Dunkelberger will be popped up over to the right side. And it looks like the right fielder, George, is going to run under it for out number one. So Dominic Cox flies out to right field. And the next batter up for your Victoria Generals is going to be the left fielder, Thomas Jeffries. No hits in the game so far for Thomas Jeffries. First pitch on the way. Jeffries looking to bunt here, but the ball will go foul down that third baseline for strike one. Three strikeouts, 4 walks, 1 earned run, and 2 hits given up by Dunkelberger tonight. As the 0-1 to Jeffries is going to be swung on and missed to make the count 0-2. Count sits at 0-2 here to Thomas Jeffries. Chase Evans on deck. Pitch on the way is going to be grounded over the right side, but it will hook foul. So once again, Brendan Dunkelberger tonight, 4 1/3 innings pitched, 2 hits given up, 1 run given up, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts. As the 0-2 pitch to Jeffries is going to be chopped over Mazzini, but Jeffries is going to run it out at first base for a single. So Thomas Jeffries on with a base hit here in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Chase Evans steps in for your Victoria Generals as Jeffries is going to take off for second. Close play down there. Thomas Jeffries with another stolen bag to add to his total. As I mentioned in past broadcasts, Thomas Jeffries closing in on the all-time Generals stolen base record. Add another one to that list. And a runner on second now here for Chase Evans. 0-1 pitch coming on the way. Jeffries going to third now. Jeffries going to get down with another stolen bag. Add 2 to the total. And Thomas Jeffries is down to third. So Thomas Jeffries continuing his success on the bases this season. And now a runner on third base with 1 out here for Chase Evans. 0-2 count. Pitch on the way to Evans is going to be popped up over the left side. And it looks like the left fielder Sutherland's going to run under it. Jeffries is going to tag up. And that'll be another run after the sac fly by Chase Evans. And the Generals now hold a 2-0 lead over the Twins. So Chase Evans with the sac fly to left scores Thomas Jeffries, and the Generals now hold a 2-0 lead. Next batter up is going to be Michael Williams here for your Victoria Generals. First pitch on the way to Williams is going to be down and away, missing for ball one. So a 1-0 count here to Michael Williams. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to be hit right up the middle, and it's going to get off the glove of the shortstop, Dylan Ditzenberger. And Michael Williams is going to be on with the single. So Michael Williams with the single, and with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. The next batter up is going to be Marshall Skinner. So Williams on first. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Throw over to first, trying to keep Williams over there on the base. With the 2 stolen bags tonight by Thomas Jeffries, he actually climbs into first place all time as the Generals' stolen base leader. So congratulations to Thomas Jeffries of Texas A&M Corpus Christi. First pitch on the way to Skinner is going to be hit over into left field, and Marshall Skinner is going to be on with the single here in the bottom of the 5th. So after Skinner on with the single, the next batter up for the Victoria Generals will be the first baseman, Michael Morissette. First pitch on the way to Morissette. Big swing and a miss for strike one. So runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Michael Morissette, the batter. Generals holding on to a 2-0 lead here over the Twins after the sac fly by Chase Evans scored Thomas Jeffries. 0-1 pitch on the way. There goes Williams the third, but it's going to be fouled off to the left side, and the count moves to 0-2. O2 pitch coming on the way to Michael Morissette. Pitch on the way from Dunkelberger is going to be grounded over the right side, and that's going to be a base hit. Williams is going to be sent around to home plate. Close play at the plate. Williams is going to dive in there safe, and that's going to be another run for your Victoria Generals on the RBI single by the first baseman, Michael Morissette. So very close play at the plate. Nice slide there by Michael Williams, and the Generals make the lead now 3-0. So after the RBI single by Michael Morissette, with runners on first and second, still 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th, Giancarlo Servin is going to step in now for the Generals. First pitch on the way to Servin will be inside for ball one. Brady Disher, the batter, on deck for the Generals. Generals with 2 runs so far here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Sac fly by Chase Evans, scoring Thomas Jeffries, and Michael Morissette with the RBI single, scoring Michael Williams. As a 1-0 pitch to Servin will be fouled off to make the count 1-1. For tonight, 0 for 2 is Giancarlo Servin. One pitch on the way to Servin's going to be popped up high into left field. And the left fielder Sutherland is going to run under it. Looked like he lost it at first, but is able to run under it for out number 3. But the Generals score 2 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning thanks to a sac fly by Chase Evans and an RBI single by Michael Morissette. And the Generals now hold a 3-0 lead over the Texarkana Twins. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the the top of the 6th inning. And the Generals hold on to a 3-0 lead over the Texarkana Twins. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be the shortstop, Dylan Ditzenberger. Alex Cano still your pitcher on the mound for the Generals, as the first pitch is going to be popped up in the infield. And it looks like it's going to be a run over to the fence. It's going to pop outside for strike one as a foul ball occurred. Big bottom half of the inning for the Generals in the bottom of the 5th. Not only do they score 2 runs in the inning, as I mentioned, Thomas Jeffries breaking the single season record for stolen bases in a Generals jersey. So Thomas Jeffries now on the top of the Generals' all-time stolen base record in a season. 0-1 pitch on the way to Ditzenberger, off speed. Will miss high and away for ball 1. Count now sits at 1-1 here to Ditzenberger. Pitch on the way from Cano will miss outside to move the count to 2-1. No hits tonight in the game for Dylan Ditzenberger, as the 2-1 will be in there to even the count up at 2-2. Also be the 20th batter faced tonight for Alex Cano. So 2-2 to Ditzenberger is going to be grounded over the second baseman Parker Osborne. Nice scoop. And a throw over to first for out number 1. So a ground out by Dylan Ditzenberger. There will be 1 out here in the top of the 6th inning for the next batter up, Hunter Sutherland. No hits in the game so far tonight for Sutherland, as the first pitch from Cano will be in there for strike 1. Generals holding on to a 3-0 lead here in the top of the 6th inning over the Twins. 0-1 pitch from Cano, big swing and a miss by Sutherland, and the count goes to 0-2. Oh-2 count to Sutherland. Nobody on base, 1 out. 0-2 pitch on the way from Cano will miss down and away for ball 1. One-two count to Cano. We swung on and belted over to the left side, but it's going to hook foul to remain alive in the count. .86 pitches thrown so far by Cano. This will be number 87. The 1-2 will be in there for strike three, and another strikeout for the lefty Alex Knoll, his sixth of the game. So Hunter Sutherland strikes out looking. And with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning, the next batter up for the Twins is going to be Cam Hill. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. First pitch on the way will be grounded up the middle, and it's going to get in between that gap for a base hit for Cam Hill. So after the base hit by Cam Hill, the next batter up for the Twins is going to be Tanner Sparks. Runner on first base, 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. First pitch coming, Knoll will throw over to first just to keep Hill honest over there on the bag. First pitch of the at-bat, Knoll once again throwing over to first. No hits so far in the game for Tanner Sparks. First pitch on the way finally to Sparks is going to be fouled back. It looks like it might have went off of the umpire. I'm not too sure. But nonetheless, the count will move to 0-1. Count sits at 0-1 here to Sparks. Runner on first base is Cam Hill. Knoll looks over to first at Hill. Pitch on the way from Knoll will be fouled back once again, and the count goes to 0-2. Caleb Blazzini, the batter, on deck for the Twins. Generals lead 3-0 here in the top of the 6th. 0-2 count here to Tanner Sparks. The runner Cam Hill's going to take off for second, but Disher cannot get a handle on the ball. And it's going to be a stolen base for number 27, Cam Hill. So a 1-2 count here to Tanner Sparks. Pitch on the way from Knoll, swung on and missed, and that's going to be another strikeout for Alex Knoll, his 7th of the game. And we're going to head to the bottom of the 6th inning after the strikeout. Generals holding a 3-0 lead over the Twins. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Generals holding a 3-0 lead over the Texarkana Twins. First batter up for your Victoria Generals is going to be the catcher Brady Disher, here to get things started in the bottom half of the 6th. First pitch on the way from Dunkelberger to Disher. Will be fouled off over the fence to make the count 0-1. No hits in the game so far for Brady Disher. Currently sitting at 0 for 2. Second pitch on the way. Will be right down the middle to make the count 0-2. 0-2 count here to Disher. Pitch on the way from Dunkelberger will miss outside. And the count moves to 1-2. Once again, Game 2 will be tomorrow night here at Riverside Stadium. First pitch, 7:05 p.m. 1-2 pitch on the way to Disher. Big swing and a miss, and he's just going to foul that one. As Disher goes to a knee on the swing. Makes contact with the ball, but it goes foul. And the count remains 1-2 here to the catcher, Brady Disher. 1-2 pitch on the way from Dunkelberger. Swing and a miss by Disher. And that's going to be a strikeout for Dunkelberger. So the first out of the inning is Brady Disher striking out. And the next batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the second baseman, Parker Osborne. First pitch on the way to Osborne will miss outside to move the count to 1-0. No hits so far in the game for Parker Osborne, 0 for 2 as it stands. Generals with a 3-0 lead here over the Twins. 1-0 pitch on the way to Osborne. Off speed's going to be high and away, missing to make the count. 2-0 pitch will miss down and away for ball 3. Count sits at 3-0. Here to the second baseman, Parker Osborne. Pitch on the way, right down the middle for strike 1. Nobody on base. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 3-1 count to Osborne. Pitch on the way is going to be grounded over to the left side, right into Ditzenberger's glove, but the throw is not even going to happen as Osborne beats it down to first for a single. So Parker Osborne is down to first with a single and with a runner on first base, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, the next batter up for your Victoria Generals is going to be Dominic Cox. First pitch on the way from Dinkelberger is going to be bunted over to the left side. What a bunt there by Dominic Cox, and he's going to be on with the single. Well, he executed play there by the designated hitter, and just like that, the Generals with runners on first and second. So after Dominic Cox gets on first with a bunt, runners on first and second, looks like we're going to have a quick mound visit here between head coach of the Twins and Brendan Dunkelberger. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be back in about 30 seconds. Once again, the Generals with runners on first and second, 1 out here in the bottom half of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning here in Victoria. Generals holding a 3-0 lead. New pitcher in for the Texarkana Twins is going to be number 49, Garen Shelton. So once again, that's Garen Shelton on the mound for the Twins. Next batter up for the Generals is going to be the left fielder. Thomas Jeffries, with runners on first and second. 1 out. First pitch of the game from Shelton is going to be a bunt attempt by Thomas Jeffries for a foul ball. Thomas Jeffries tonight, 1 for 3 with a hit and a run scored. Runners on first and second, 1 out. 0-1 pitch from Jeffries is going to be fouled back to make the count 0-2. Final stats tonight for Brendan Dunkelberger. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 8 hits given up, 3 earned run, 4 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Coming in for relief is the lefty Shelton. 0-2 pitch coming on the way to Jeffries is going to be fouled back off the hand of the umpire. And the count remains 0-2. That one's got to hurt if you're the home plate umpire. Taking it like a champ though, shaking it off, but the ball goes right off the tip of Jeffries' bat, right into the hand of the home plate umpire, so we hope he is okay. And the count remains 0-2 here to Jeffries. (0-2) count to Jeffries, 1 out. Runner on first is Dominic Cox. The runner on second is Parker Osborne. Chase Evans stands on deck as the 0-2 is going to be scooped up there by the catcher Gray to move the count to 1-2. Count moving to 1-2 to Jeffries. Gray stands on deck. One-two pitch on the way. Jeffries is going to swing and foul that one back. And Thomas Jeffries not making it easy so far for the new pitcher, Garen Shelton. Sixth pitch of the at-bat. Pitch on the way. There goes the runners, and Jeffries is going to hit this one into the gap. Osborne's going to be sent around, and Thomas Jeffries is going to be on first with an RBI single, scoring Parker Osborne. Generals now hold a 4-0 lead here in Victoria. So Thomas Jeffries with the RBI single. Dominic Cox moves over to second. Runners on first and second for the right fielder, Chase Evans. Generals with a 4-0 lead. First pitch on the way to Evans. There goes the runners. Both of them taking off, but Evans fouling it back to make the count 0-1. Generals lighting up the scoreboard tonight. 8 hits so far, and only 4 for the Twins. No errors in the game for the Generals, 1 for the Twins. 0-1 count here to Chase Evans. Pitch on the way. It's going to get past the catcher Gray, and the runners are going to advance to second and third with no hesitation. And the count will move to 1-1 with runners on second and third now for Chase Evans. Chase Evans tonight with a walk, a hit, and an RBI. RBI sac fly in the bottom half of the 5th inning, which started the scoring off for the Generals. 1-1 pitch is going to be Downton down and away. Missing to make the count 2-1. So a 2-1 count here to the right fielder, Chase Evans. Thomas Jeffries on second. Dominic Cox on third. As Evans is going to foul this one off. And the count will move to 2-2. Michael Williams, the center fielder, stands in the on-deck circle. Two-two count to Evans. Shelton will step off the mound real quick as a 2-2 pitch coming on the way. That one's going to be bouncing down and away. Nice scoop there once again by the catcher Gray, as that one could have been back to the fence and would have scored a Generals run. So Jake Gray for the Twins. Nice job tonight at catcher. The count sits at 3-2 here to Evans. 3-2 pitch on the way. Evans is going to pop this one up to right field. And the right fielder is going to run under it, and Dominic Cox is going to tag up, and that's going to be another run for your Victoria Generals to take a 5-0 lead. So Chase Evans with his second sac fly of the night. And the Generals lead 5-0 here as Jeffries moves over to third base. 2 outs here. In the bottom of the 6th inning, and the batter up will be the center fielder, Michael Williams. First pitcher on the way to Williams is going to miss outside to make the count 1-0. So once again, second RBI of the night for Chase Evans, both of them coming off sac flies. 1-0 pitch to Williams will be in there. Looks like it just hit that inside corner to make the count 1-1. 1-1 pitch coming on the way. That one is going to be way inside. Williams having to jump out of the way, kind of twisting his body awkwardly not to get hit by the ball. And the count goes to 2-1 here to Williams. 2-1 pitch coming on the way from Shelton. Off speed will be high and away, missing. And the count will sit 3-1 here to Michael Williams. Marshall Skinner, the batter, in the on-deck circle for the Generals. 3-1 to Williams. Williams will pop it up over to the left side, foul to make the count full at 3-2. Michael Williams tonight, 1 for 2 with a hit and a strikeout. Also was walked. And his other at-bat as Williams gets a handle on the ball. It's going to be grounded over by the third baseman, Lazzini. It's not going to be caught by the first baseman, Nigel Smith. And Jeffries is going to cross the plate for another run on the RBI single by Michael Williams. So Smith could not get a handle on the throw by the third baseman, Lazzini. And just like that, the Generals hold a 6-0 lead. Marshall Skinner, the first batter up here for the Generals. Generals already scoring 3 runs here in the bottom half of the 6th inning, holding a 6-0 lead. 1-0 pitch to Skinner will be outside, missing to make the count 2-0. Michael Morissette, the batter, on deck for the Generals. Michael Williams, the runner, on first. 2-0 pitch coming on the way from Shelton is going to be grounded over to the shortstop, Ditzenberger. Throw over to first is going to be caught by Smith for out number 3. But the Generals score 3 runs in the bottom of the 6th inning and hold a 6-0 lead over the Texarkana Twins. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria. A 6-0 lead over. First batter up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be the third baseman, Caleb Lazzini. One hit tonight and one strikeout in the game for Caleb Lazzini. Alex Knoll still the batter on the mound for the Generals, as the first pitch from Knoll is going to be in there for strike one. Big night tonight from the lefty Alex Knoll. 7 strikeouts, 3 walks, and 4 hits given up. As the 0-1 pitch from Knoll will be way outside to make the count 1-1. Six full innings pitched so far in his first outing with the Victoria Generals this season. Only 4 hits tonight for the Twins, 8 for the Generals. A 1-1 count here to Lazzini. Be down and away to miss, making the count 2-1. So a 2-1 count here to the third baseman Lazzini. Pitch on the way from Knoll, big swing and a miss to make the count 2-2. 2-2 count coming on the way. Nigel Smith on deck. 2-2 pitch from Knoll is going to be hit right up the middle, and it's going to get past the glove of Giancarlo Servin for a base hit for Lazzini. So Caleb Lazzini on with the base hit, with nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. The next batter up for the Twins will be Nigel Smith, the first baseman. First pitch on the way to Smith is going to be down and away, missing, making the count 1-0. No hits in the game so far for Nigel Smith, as he has a runner on first base. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one's going to be belted up. Up here for the Texarkana Twins is going to be the catcher, Jake Gray. First pitch coming on the way from Knoll to Gray. He's going to miss outside, and the count moves to 1-0. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here, and that's a 1-1. Gray. Quick time here as Disher goes out to talk to Knoll. Trying to figure something out here as the Twins now with runners on first and second. And nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. Generals holding on to a 6-0 cushion here at Riverside Stadium. One pitch coming on the way to the catcher, Gray. Knoll. Pitch on the way from Knoll. Off speed's going to be in there for strike 3. And Jake Gray is going to go down looking. And another strikeout here for the lefty Knoll. His 8th of the game. And head coach Michael Oros is going to come out for a mound visit here with Knoll. That could have been his last batter, as the Generals with pitchers warming up in the pen. So we'll keep you updated on what's going on. And it looks like that was the last batter for Alex Knoll. Alex Knoll's stats tonight: 6 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits given up, 3 walks, and 8 strikeouts for the lefty. So we're going to see a new pitcher in here for your Victoria Generals. We're going to step aside for just a quick moment. So Hunter Sutherland, the batter, here as the Twins have gotten 2 across the plate here in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch on the way from pitcher Hagen Hartman. Will miss outside, and the count will move to 2-1. So the Twins trying to dig into this lead. Runners on second and third. Only 1 out. One pitch coming on the way from Hartman will be in there for strike 2. And the count will sit to 2-2. Count sits at 2-2. Pitch on the way is going to be swung on and missed, and that's going to be a strikeout for Hagen Hartman. So Cam Hill will be the batter up now for the Victoria Generals after the Sutherland strikeout. First pitch on the way is going to be grounded up the middle to second baseman Osborne. Close play at first, and Osborne's going to get there just in time for out number 3. So the Twins get 2 runs here in the the top of the 7th inning. We head to the bottom half. Generals holding on to a 6-2 lead. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back. Victoria Generals Baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the bottom of the 7th inning. Generals leading 6-2 over the Texarkana Twins. First batter up here for your Victoria Generals is going to be the first baseman, Michael Morissette. First pitch on the way to Morissette will be fouled back by a bunt to make the count 0-1. Big night tonight by the first baseman, Morissette. 2 hits and an RBI. looking to continue that hitting streak. Giancarlo serving the batter on deck. Oh, 1 pitch on the way to Morissette will miss inside and even things up at 1. Things are even at 1. Big swing and a miss there by Morissette. And the count moves to 1-2. 1-2 count here from Shelton. Pitch on the way, missing outside. Things will even up at 2-2. 2-2 count here to Morissette. Pitch on the way from Shelton will miss outside once again. And the count moves to 3-2. 3-2 pitch on the way. Big swing and a miss by Morissette. And that'll be a strikeout for Shelton. So after the strikeout by Morissette, the next batter up for your Victoria Generals is going to be Giancarlo serving. First pitch on the way to Servin. Servin looking to bunt, but the pitch will be outside for ball 1. No hits so far tonight in the game for Giancarlo Servin, as the 1-0 pitch from Shelton will miss down and away, and the count moves to 2-1. Or excuse me, 2-0. 2-0 count to Servin. High and away, missing in the count to 3-0. Catcher Brady Disher stands on deck. 3-0 pitch on the way to Servin will miss outside, and it'll be a 4-pitch walk for the shortstop Giancarlo Servin. So after the 4-pitch walk by Giancarlo Servin, the next batter up for your Victoria Generals is going to be the catcher Brady Disher. So Brady Disher steps in. Giancarlo Servin on first as Disher fouls back the first pitch into the netting. No hits tonight in the game for Brady Disher. Has Servin on first base, 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 6-2 Generals lead. 0-1 pitch on the way. Will miss outside, evening things up at 1. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way to Disher is going to be right up the middle, and that one is going to be snagged by the shortstop, Ditzenberger. What a play over there by the shortstop doing Ditzenberger for the Twins. And Brady Disher is going to be on with a single here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. So the next batter up here for the Generals is going to be the second baseman Parker Osborne with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. First pitch on the way to Osborne will miss outside, and things will go to 1-0. So a 1-0 count here to Osborne. Disher over on first. Pitch on the way is going to be fouled off the bat of Osborne back to make things 1-1. So the Generals holding a 6-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Twins scoring 2 in the top half of the 7th. Looking to dig into that Generals 4-run lead. They got Brady Disher on second after the stolen base. Pitch coming on the way to Osborne will be in there, and the count will move to 1-2. Dominic Cox, the batter, on deck for the Generals. 1-2 pitch coming on the way to Osborne. Pitch on the way from Shelton will be hit over into the right side, and that's going to be a base hit for Parker Osborne. Disher is going to be held at third as the throw from George over in right field would have made it home in time. Parker Osborne on with a single. And with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, runners on first and third. The next batter up for your Victoria Generals is going to be the designated hitter, Dominic Cox. So Dominic Cox steps in now for the Generals. 1 hit tonight in the game, 2 runs scored, a walk and a strikeout. First pitch on the way will miss outside for ball 1. Count sitting at 1-0. Parker Osborne, the runner, on first. Brady Disher, the runner, on third. Count coming on the way. Check swing by Dominic Cox. Doesn't matter. Pitch was right down the middle. Count will even up things at 1-1. Thomas Jeffries, the left fielder, on deck for the Generals as the 1-1 to Cox is going to be popped up over to the right side. And it's going to be caught by the right fielder, George, for the 3rd out of the inning. And no runs in the bottom half of the 7th. We head to the 8th. Generals holding on to a 6-2 lead. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the 8th inning. Generals hold a 6-2 lead over the Texarkana Twins. New pitcher in for the Victoria Generals is going to be Cal Kilgo. So Cal Kilgo, the new pitcher in, and the first pitch of the game from Kilgo is going to be inside here on Tanner Sparks for ball one. 1-0 pitch coming on the way from Kilgo to Sparks. Will be in there for strike one. Third pitcher of the night for the Generals. 1-1 pitch coming on the way. Off speed will miss high and away. Moving the count to 2-1. Alex Knoll starting the game tonight. Hagen Hartman coming in for relief. And now Cal Kilgo, the pitcher. As the 2-1 will be in there. Missing inside, and the count moves to 3-1. Count sits at 3-1. Pitch on the way is going to be down and away, missing. And that'll be a walk here to start the top of the 8th by Tanner Sparks. So after Sparks is on first with a walk, next batter up will be Caleb Lazzini. Top of the 8th inning here in Victoria. Generals lead 6-2. Runner on first base. Nobody out in the top of the 8th. Lazzini, the batter. Pitch on the way from Kilgo. Will miss down and away for ball one. 1-0 count here to Caleb Lazzini. Nigel Smith will be the batter on deck for the Twins. 1-0 pitch coming on the way from Kilgo, right down the middle for strike one. Count quickly evens up to 1-1 here to Lazzini, who has 2 hits tonight and a run scored for the Texarkana Twins. 1-1 pitch. Kilgo throws over to first in the pickoff attempt. So the count remains at 1-1. Only the second pitcher of the night for the Texarkana Twins is Shelton. As the 1-1 is going to be high and away, missing to make the count 2-1. Twins going to extra innings last night against the Cane Cutters. So they might be running a little thin when it comes to pitching. 2-1 pitch on the way. Kilgo is going to get high and away. That one was very close to clunking off the head of Lazzini. He jumped out of the way right at the last second. The ball looked like it might have slipped out of Kilgo's hand, and the run moves over to second base. Count will move to 3-1 here to Caleb Lazzini. 3-1 pitch coming. Runner on second base. Pitch on the way is going to be right down the middle from Kilgo to make the count 3-2. Three-two count here to Lazzini. Pitch on the way from Kilgo, high and away, missing for ball 4. And that's going to be a walk for Caleb Lazzini. So runners on first and second, nobody out here in the top of the 8th inning. And we're going to have a mound visit between pitcher Cal Kilgo and head coach Michael Oros. So we're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals Baseball. Runners on first and second. Nobody out here. Nigel Smith, the batter for the Twins, as the first pitch from Kilgo will miss high and away for ball one. Nigel Smith at the plate for the Twins. 1-0 pitch to Smith from Kilgo will miss high and away once again. And the count moves to 2-0. Kilgo trying to find the strike zone. Here to the first baseman, Smith. 2-0 pitch coming on the way. He's going to be down and away for ball three. And the count sits at 3-0. (3-0) count to Nigel Smith. Pitch on the way is going to be in there for strike one. Smith started heading towards first as he thought it was ball four. Yeah. 3-1 count here to Nigel Smith. Pitch on the way to Smith from Kilgo. Big swing and a miss. And the count will move to 3-2. So a 3-2 count. Batter on deck for the Texarkana Twins is going to be Jake Gray. Quick timeout here by Disher to go out and talk to his pitcher, Cal Kilgo. So once again, the Generals and Twins in a two-game series here at Riverside Stadium. 5th game in a row that the Generals have played at home. Game 6 will be tomorrow as they will conclude their two-game series with the Twins. Generals currently on a two-game winning streak. 3-2 pitch coming on the way from Kilgo to Smith. It's going to be high and away for ball four, and the bases are now loaded with nobody out here in the top of the 8th. And Texarkana quickly knocking on the door, only down 4 runs. And it looks like we're going to have a pitching change occurring here in just a moment. We're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Once again, Texarkana bases are loaded. Nobody out here in the top of the 8th. Top of the 8th inning, the Texarkana Twins have the bases loaded with nobody out. Generals are going to bring in their reliever, Garrett Alexander, Slim Reaper, to try and get out of this jumble that they have built themselves with the bases loaded. Colton Kessler is going to step in for the Texarkana Twins to hit as a pinch hitter. First pitch of the game from Garrett Alexander will miss down and away for ball one. So once again, that's Colton Kessler, the batter, pinch hitting for the Twins. Garrett Alexander on the mound for the Generals. Bases are loaded, nobody out in the top of the 8th inning. 1-0 pitch on the way from Alexander. Big swing and a miss to move things to 1-1. So a 1-1 count here to Colton Kessler. Pitch on the way. 1-1 will be in there for strike 2. And things will sit at 1-2. Probably not the guy you would want to see up to bat if you're a Generals fan, as Colton Kessler actually competed in the home run derby this year. Not what you would want to see here with the bases loaded. But a 1-2 count on Kessler. Pitch on the way from Alexander will be inside. It's going to get past the catcher Disher. The Disher will run under it. The runners will stay put, and the count will move to 2-2. So we went from the Generals leading 6-0 to the Twins scoring 2 in the top of the 7th to make things 6-2, and now with the bases loaded and nobody out here in the top of the 8th. 2-2 pitch coming on the way from Alexander to Kessler is going to be swung on and missed for strike 3, and that's going to be a strikeout for Garrett Alexander. So Slim Reaper coming up clutch here in the top of the 8th inning with the bases loaded. 1 out now for the Generals. Jalen Keys will be the batter up for the Twins. First pitch on the way from Alexander. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. So 2 hits so far in the game for Jalen Keys. Probably not another guy having a hot game you would want to see come up to the plate. 0-1 pitch on the way is going to be swung on and missed to make the count 0-2. Count to Keys. Alexander getting the signs from Disher. Pitch on the way from Alexander will be fouled back. And Jalen Keys staying alive. Intensity has picked up here at Riverside Stadium. As I said, Generals led 6-0 heading into the 7th inning. The Twins scoring 2 in the top of the 7th. And now have the bases loaded with only 1 out here in the top of the 8th. 0-2 pitch on the way to Keys. An off-speed pitch is going to miss down and away to move things to 1-2. So a 1-2 pitch coming on the way from Alexander. Avery George on deck. Pitch on the way is going to be in there for strike 3. And that's going to be a strikeout once again for Garrett Alexander, the second of the night. An argument between Jalen Keys and the home plate umpire has the third base coach for the Twins coming over to argue the call. But nonetheless, Garrett Alexander records his second strikeout here in the top of the 8th, and the Twins go from the bases loaded with nobody out to the bases loaded with 2 outs. So the top of the 8th inning, bases are loaded, 2 outs. The next batter is going to be Avery George for the Twins. So first pitch on the way to George is going to be popped up And this could be a blooper, and it's going to get over the glove of Servin, and the Twins are going to stroll home 2 runs here to make it 6-4. So 2 runs cross the plate after the hit by George. And things now sit at 6-4. Servin looked like he might have been a little shaken up there. Waving his teammates off. He's good. Doesn't want to leave the game here. Runners on first and second now for the shortstop Dylan Ditzenberger. So the Twins get 2 home this inning. Dylan Ditzenberger, the batter. First pitch on the way from Alexander is going to be in there for strike 1. So an 0-1 count here to Ditzenberger. Pitch on the way from Alexander. Big swing and a miss by Ditzenberger, and the count goes to 0-2. So 0-2 count here to Ditzenberger. Runners on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. 0-2 pitch on the way from Alexander is going to be grounded foul over to the right side. So Dylan Ditzenberger tonight, 1 hit, 1 strikeout, and 1 RBI. He is the lead runner at the plate. Tying runner is on first. 0-2 pitch coming on the way from Alexander is just going to be fouled back. Count sitting at 0-2 here to Ditzenberger. Twins have scored 2 runs so far here in the top of the 8th inning after the hit by George. 0-2 count. Runners on first and second base, 2 outs. 0-2 pitch coming on the way from Alexander is going to miss outside. Alexander trying to trick Ditzenberger with the off-speed pitch. But nonetheless, the count moves to 1-2. Count moves to 1-2. Pitch on the way from Alexander. Swung on and missed, and that's going to be the 3rd strikeout of the inning for Garrett Alexander. And the Twins get 2 runs here in the top of the 8th inning, but Garrett Alexander with 3 strikeouts. And we head to the bottom half. Generals holding on to a 6-4 lead. And we're going to step aside. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Head to the bottom of the 8th inning here at Victoria. Generals holding on to a 6-4 lead over the Texarkana Twins. New pitcher in for the Texarkana Twins is going to be number 1, Christian Ballard. So Christian Ballard will step in now for the Twins as the first batter up here for the Victoria Generals is going to be the left fielder Thomas Jeffries. So Thomas Jeffries steps in, bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch of the game from Ballard is going to be outside for ball 1. So a 1-0 count here to Jeffries. Generals holding on to a 6-4 lead. Pitch on the way from Ballard to Jeffries will miss outside once again to move the count to 2-0. Generals getting out of a bases loaded jam in the top of the 8th inning, only giving up 2 runs as the 2-0 pitch to Jeffries is going to be popped up over to the left side, but it's going to get out into the beer deck over on the third baseline for strike 1. Thomas Jeffries tonight, 2 hits and 2 runs scored with an RBI for the lefty from Texas A&M Corpus Christi. 2-1 pitch on the way to Jeffries will miss outside once again, and the count will go to 3-1. Three-one count to Jeffries from Ballard, and it's going to be popped up over to the left side, and the shortstop Ditzenberger is going to run under it for out number 1. So after Jeffries pops up over to the shortstop Ditzenberger, with 1 out here in the bottom of the 8th inning, the next batter up is going to be the right fielder Chase Evans. So Chase Evans steps in, and the first pitch on the way from Ballard to Evans will be inside for ball 1. Chase Evans tonight, 2 RBIs, 1 hit and 1 walk. So bottom of the 8th inning, 6-4 Generals lead. 1-0 pitch from Ballard is going to miss outside once again to move things to 2-0. Count sits 2-0 here to Evans. Pitch on the way from Ballard is going to be popped up over to the right side. And this one is going to go right to the second baseman Keys for out number 2. So after the pop out by Chase Evans, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. The next batter up for the Victoria Generals is going to be the center fielder Michael Williams. First pitch on the way to Williams is going to be in there for strike 1. Ones all across the board tonight for Mike Williams. 1 run scored, 1 hit, 1 RBI, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. As a 0-1 pitch coming on the way to Williams will miss outside to make things 1-1. So 1-1 count to Williams. Pitch on the way will miss outside from Ballard to move things to 2-1. Two-one count coming on the way to Williams will miss high and away to make things 3-1. Marshall Skinner stands in the on-deck circle. Three-one count to Williams. Pitch on the way from Ballard is going to be in there for strike 2. And things are going to go full to 3-2. Count sits full at 3-2. Pitch on the way to Williams is going to be belted over to the right side into the Twins' dugout for a foul ball. So the count remains full at 3-2. Michael Williams, the batter. Marshall Skinner on deck. Generals lead 6-4 here at Riverside Stadium in a game 1 of 2 versus the Twins. 3-2 pitch on the way to Mike Williams is going to be in there for strike 3. And Mike Williams is going to strike out looking to end the 8th inning. So we go to the top of the 9th. Generals holding on to a 6-4 lead over the Texarkana Twins. We're going to step aside for just a moment. We'll be right back with Victoria Generals baseball. Back here in Victoria, we head to the top of the 9th inning. Generals holding on to a 6-4 lead. Garrett Alexander will try and finish things out for the Generals as they hold a 6-4 lead. First batter up is going to be Hunter Sutherland, as the first pitch from Alexander is going to be right down the middle for strike 1. So no hits in the game tonight for Sutherland on 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Alexander, high and away. Sutherland having to dodge out of the way of that one. Almost hit by the pitch, and the count moves to 1-1. Cam Hill will be the batter on deck for the Twins. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way is going to be sent over into center field. Michael Williams running all the way back. This one is just going to go underneath the wall. Looked like it just bounced on the warning track, as Hunter Sutherland was a couple feet off of a home run there. And the Twins now with the runner on second base with nobody out here in the top of the 9th. So Hunter Sutherland gets almost everything of that ball. And with the runner on second base, nobody out here in the top of the 9th, the next batter up is going to be Cam Hill. So the Twins almost with a home run here in the top of the 9th. But instead only get a double out of it by Sutherland. First pitch on the way to Hill. He's going to be in there for strike 1. Fans on their feet trying to rally behind their pitcher, Garrett Alexander.
0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed for strike 2. And the count will sit at 0-2 here to Cam Hill. 0-2 count to Hill. Sparks will be the batter on deck. Oh, 2 pitch coming on the way to Hill from Alexander. Pitch is on the way, off speed pitch, swung on and missed, and that's going to be another strikeout for Garrett Alexander. His 4th of the game in 2 innings, and that will be the first out here in the top of the 9th. So Garrett Alexander continuing the clutch pitching tonight for the Generals, as Tanner Sparks will step in now for the Twins. First pitch. No hits tonight. And that'll be the second out, and the runner moves over to second. So the runner moves over to third base. Hey, can you get off the... So a runner on third base. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th inning. And the batter up for the Twins will be Caleb Lazzini. First pitch on the way from Alexander will be right down the middle for strike 1. Count sits at 0-1 here to Lazzini. He is the tying run at the plate. 0-1 pitch. On the way from Alexander, off speed, will miss outside, and things are going to even up at 1. One count to Lazzini. Generals lead 6-4. Quick time here by Lazzini. 2 hits tonight in the game for Lazzini. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way from Alexander. Nice scoop there by Disher. Might have prevented a run, and the count goes to 2-1. Generals holding on to a 6-4 lead. Two-one pitch on the way from Alexander, right down the middle for strike 2. And Garrett Alexander 1 strike away from the Generals winning their 3rd straight game. Fans are on their feet here at Riverside. Generals 1 strike away. 2-2 pitch on the way from Alexander is going to be inside, and it's going to get Lazzini right on the wrist. As the ball floated inside, got Lazzini on the wrist, and he'll be down to first after being hit by the pitch. So now top of the 9th inning here at Riverside Stadium. Runners on first and third. 2 outs. The lead runner is at the plate, and Nigel Smith. And the first pitch coming here in a moment. Pitch on the way from Alexander. Big swing and a miss for strike 1. So once again, Nigel Smith, the lead runner, at the plate here with runners on first and third for the Twins. 0-1 pitch coming on the way from Alexander. Big swing and a miss once again. Smith looking like he wants to send this one over the wall to give the Twins the lead. And the count at 0-2. So once again, Alexander 1 strike away from giving the Generals their 3rd straight win. 0-2 pitch on the way is going to be grounded over to the left side, and it is going to be a fair ball. Excuse me, they're going to say it bounced over the line before it went fair. The count remains 0-2. Once again, fans on their feet right now, rallying behind their pitcher, Garrett Alexander, as he's 1 strike away here on Nigel Smith. 1 hit so far in the game tonight for Smith. 0-2 count to Smith. Runners on 1st and 3rd. Alexander in his windup. Pitch on the way, high and away, missing. And things will move to 1-2. Colton Kessler will be the batter on deck for the Twins if it calls for it. 1-2 pitch on the way from Smith. Swung on and missed. And Garrett Alexander is hyped up. That's going to be the final here at Riverside Stadium. Garrett Alexander coming in for the Generals. 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. And the Generals are going to take Game 1 against the Twins 6-4. So once again, Garrett Alexander, 5 strikeouts coming in the 8th inning and in the 9th inning. And the Generals are victorious here in Victoria, 6-4. Game 2 will be tomorrow night here at Riverside Stadium. First pitch will be at 7:05 p.m. Once again, Generals win here in Victoria, 6-4 over the Texarkana Twins. We'll be right here at Victoria tomorrow night here at 7:05 p.m. Thank you so much for listening, and go Generals.